Hello, citizens of YouTube land.
Hey,
It's your president and your VP. And as promised,
I'm doing this. As promised, we're starting off disaster movie month, guys, with the film San Andreas. Probably one of my favorite disaster movies of all time. And you know what? The VP is going to be the one that's awkwardly, or the president is going to be the one that's awkwardly sitting here in the background, as I'm going to be the one who's taking over for this. Well, let me get my good old Wikipedia up here for San Andreas. San Andreas is a film directed by Brad Payton. It stars Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Carla G. How do you pronounce that, Dad?
Carla Gugino
Gogino. I'm
or
sorry,
Gugino.
Gugino. We're sorry if we butchered your name. And Paul Giamatti. The film was made for a budget of $110 million and the box office, and with the box office of $474 million worldwide, and it currently has a 48% on Rotten Tomatoes. But we all know that they're ran by a bunch of nerds. Let's get started with the film, shall we? The film opens up with this random girl listening to Taylor Swift driving on a highway, right? Then, she's texting her friend. By the way, you should never text and drive because it takes you off of the road, yada, yada. And all of a sudden, a landslide happens. Just, normal old landslide happens and pushes her off of the road. And then it's up to...
Except it's not a normal landslide.
It's actually the start of events that are soon to come. All right, thank you for adding that, Dad. Thank you for adding that, Dad. Anyways, this random girl, like I said, landslide happens. She gets thrown off of the road, and then it's up to a helicopter team from LA Fire and Rescue, comprised of these two dudes and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. His name in the film is actually Ray, but come on, guys, we're all going to call him Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, okay? Anyways, they are having to rescue the girl, right? And they have to secure it first and all that stuff. But the guy, one of the dudes gets his arm trapped underneath the car. See what didn't I call it, Dad? No school. Sorry, guys. Anyways, he gets his arm trapped underneath the car, right? The car, right? And so Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's like, all right, I need you to trust me. And he like pulls her out really quickly, and then the dude like cuts the line, and the car just goes. Pretty much, Sorry if I'm a little bit more of a crackhead with this, but I really love this film. Like, I just get so giddy when it comes to the later stuff. So then we cut to Paul Giamatti's character. I forgot his name, so I'm just gonna call him Paul Giamatti. Here we go. How about this? Lead scientist dude who warns everybody about the upcoming major earthquake. There we go.
Just call him lead scientist dude for short.
Yeah, lead scientist dude for short. Lead scientist dude is friend Kim. His friend Kim comes to him and he says, "Yo, look at this. There's some small earthquakes happening out near the Hoover Dam in Nevada." And he's like, "Oh, well, there aren't any known fault lines, or aren't there any? There aren't any fault lines out there." He's like, "None that are known. Maybe we could test our theory." And he's like, "All right, let's go." So they do, right? Then Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, he's coming to his house and dropping off his bike to his daughter, who's actually going to be going with her mom to move in with her boyfriend Daniel, who's like, there's another word I like to describe him as, but we don't do that type of comedy here on YouTube, if you catch my drift. So let's call him Dirtbag Coward, shall we?
Yeah.
There we go. Perfect. Daniel is just a dirtbag, all right, for now, basically. And so yeah, uh, they're about to drive off and all that, and then like she said, she wants her bike and all that. Then Paul Giamatti and Kim are at the Hoover Dam. This is what kickstarts everything, guys. They're at the Hoover Dam, right? And they were able to predict a small earthquake. And yeah, all of a sudden, whoa, something happens, and it spikes up really quickly to a 7.1 earthquake. And basically, this earthquake just destroys the Hoover Dam, along with Kim sleeping with the fishes because of it. Plot twist, right?
Yeah.
You have to have something to get the movie rolling. So Ray was originally gonna go up to Nevada and help out with fire and rescue over there, but then whoa, something happens, and then there's some readings and reportings coming in saying that the entire San Andreas fault is about to go off. Yeah, that's pretty major and severe, right? So that basically, so then like lead scientist dude is like, "Oh, we need to warn everyone," right? And then all of a sudden an earthquake is starting to happen.
Oh,
uh
and to interject for a minute, lead
Sorry.
scientist dude also has
Perfect.
random reporter chick who is.
I'm sorry, random reporter chick.
Hey, if you're going to reduce him down to lead scientist,
I
dude,
forgot his
I'll reduce
name.
her down to random reporter chick.
I forgot his name.
Well, I
honestly.
forgot her name. So,
Okay, perfect then. How about that?
anyways, I'll cut in for a second here because he's not going to go through everything. So I'll interject and throw in a little bit here. Random reporter chick is like, oh no, what shall we do? So lead scientist dude is like, we got to get this out on the air, but we don't have any communication here. So then they just hop on down to the media lab and they say, hey, who wants to hack into the communications? I'll give you an A for doing it.
I'm starting a course called how to save millions of lives by hacking into the media. Who wants an easy A?
So one dude who looked like this was what he was dreaming for.
Like
he was waiting for.
Okay, who wants an A in independent study? I'm starting a new class. How to save lives by hacking media outlets.
Waiting for this moment.
Like this dude, literally, without a question of a doubt, says, "Oh hell yeah, I'm in." Like, here's the clip to prove it. Like,
so then, Dwayne the Rock Johnson and his wife, who I also don't. Oh, her name's Emma.
Yeah.
So we'll call
Ray
her
and
Emma. Ray and Emma. So she has to be saved, and so Ray saves her.
So here's the thing, like, Daniel's sister was coming in, and I don't know how to describe her without swearing on the channel, so let's just call her Snobby B Word for short. How about that?
Yeah.
Daniel's sister is blonde Snobby B Word. You got to mention that. So when the earthquake is starting to happen, they're at like the top Easton or something like that. And so like Ray's ex-wife Emma is like, hey, we gotta get to the roof because my ex-husband's coming to save us. But then blonde Snobby B Word doesn't listen to her, goes out through a door, and this is a really cool one shot, by the way. We see her like look out, and we see just this one dude who falls and sleeps with the fishes.
So Daniel the dirtbag is.
I love it. Oh, so yeah, so they're in San Francisco. Blake and Daniel are, right, and she's waiting to like go with Daniel to the airport as he had a business meeting and all that. And that's where she meets Ben and Ollie. one of the two best characters in this entire film.
Yeah, so they're having a little conversation, and Ben is interviewing for a chance to work for the somebody who works for somebody who works for somebody who works for Daniel.
Yeah.
And so he is off to the interview, but then the S hits the fan, so to speak. And so Daniel the dirtbag just
Oh
he,
yeah.
he
So
just leaves Blake there as
so
it's all happening.
yeah, the earthquake happens, and then Blake is like, "There's an earthquake that's happening." And he like tells his driver, he's like, "Go, go, go, get us out of here!" Right? And so then the driver dies. Daniel's like, "I'm gonna be back, all right? I'm gonna go get some help." So he like tells the security guard that Blake is down in the garage, right, in the garage area, and then like some debris falls on the security guard, and then Daniel's just like, "All right, whatever, bye."
And the two British chaps, Ben and Ollie, they come and they help and they get her out. And so then Ray and Emma have to search throughout the city. So their helicopter crashes
In Bakersfield.
in Bakersfield. And they meet this old couple who tells them about this airfield, and they get this airplane.
Yeah, of
And
course.
so they're going to go to San Francisco with it.
But here's the problem. Apparently, the fault line, or the San Francisco side of the fault, hasn't moved yet. Which means, dun, 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 all the aftershocks that they're feeling, they're not aftershocks. Wait for it, guys.
They're actually
Wait for it. They're actually mini earthquakes.
shocker.
Shocker!
Anyways, so they're headed back to San Francisco. The mini earthquakes are happening. Then they're shockingly, surprisingly, they're going to run out of fuel and they're going to crash in the Pacific Ocean. So what are Ray and Emma supposed to do?
Parachute.
The answer: parachute out of a moving airplane into AT&T Park
By the way,
in San Francisco.
I love the line that Dwayne The Rock Johnson uses, so I'm gonna just put it right here for you guys. It's pretty funny what he says to Emma. So yeah, they parachute down, and then guess what? Lo and behold, giant mega earthquake happens, guys.
I know.
What
Who
a
could have
shocker!
predicted it?
Who knew that the climax of a earthquake movie was going to be a mega earthquake?
So Emma or Blake and Ben and Ollie are trying to reach them, and they're trying to reach them as well. So they're going to go to the point, but problem is,
They're going to go to Coit Tower, but problem is Coit Tower is engulfed in flames, so they go to Nob Hill, right? But
Yeah.
then Nob Hill gets struck by the earthquake, and then all of a sudden, guess what? Even more crap happens to them, because then all of a sudden you hear these sirens, and then Blake gets something on her walkie-talkie, and Ray notices it as well that the water's receding. Because guess what? A freaking tsunami is hit to San Francisco.
and their access to their daughter is blocked. So what are they supposed to do? The answer: grab a boat and go around it. Only problem is the tsunami's coming. So what are they supposed to do? The
They
answer
ride
to that
the
is
tsunami into
ride
the
the
sea.
tsunami up over the tsunami. We
And
see
then
a
they ride-
speedboat. We see a speedboat that doesn't quite make it.
Yeah, the
and it's just
speedboat's like,
see you, boy.
boom. The speedboat's literally like, bye.
So they make it across the tsunami.
In case if you didn't believe us, here's the proof.
Make it across the tsunami, and they're heading towards Nob Hill, and they see, or they don't hear them because they're banging and shouting.
They head to Daniel's tower, right? So, real quick, sorry to interrupt you, but like they realize that there's a tsunami, and so they're like, "All right, let's head to Daniel's tower," right? And then that's when we get probably the best shots in the film, and that's when the tsunami like picks up a cruise ship and starts tossing it and turning it all over the place. People are sleeping with the fishes left and right. You know, this movie has a body count, guys.
Yeah. So they're trapped in the tower, and Ray and Emma are searching, and they're in their boat, and
And
they
then
can't hear them banging on the
yeah.
glass.
So Blake uses Ollie's laser pointer that they found, and it's like, oh look, it's big triumphant music, right? They just found their daughter. Guess what? Nope, because the building starts sinking.
Yeah. So then Ray, he jumps out of the boat and dives into the water after his daughter. And he's swimming in, and he swims into the building, and he finds his daughter. But the building is sinking and the water is rising.
So
So
guess what? Blake runs out of air. So Ray, and basically in a strong fit of rage, kicks all the debris out of the way, grabs Blake, and sorry for the voice crack. I don't know if you guys could tell I'm excited for this one or not. Grabs Blake and then is like, come on, breathe, breathe.
I'm almost surprised he didn't use the damn it, breathe, damn you. Just had to throw that in there because you see that so often in the overly dramatic CPR scenes. Because at the same time, she's like not breathing. So Emma is freaking out, crying and sobbing like it's all over. So then Ray is basically like, nope, this is not happening.
And then
So he
he's
goes
like,
back to doing it.
he's like,
and he-
breathe, damn you, breathe.
so
And so then Blake like starts coughing up water and all that. You know, the day is saved, right? They're all together and stuff. Ben
oh, and
gives
if
her
you were
back her
wondering
necklace.
about Daniel the dirtbag, yeah,
Oh yeah, he sleeps with
sleeps
the
with
fishes
fishes.
via freight cart.
yeah. So there's that. Other than that, guys, go ahead with the ratings and the segues to figure out how you want to wrap it up since you're the main talker here.
Yeah, so real quick, there's just my final points of the film as since we just wrapped up the movie. The one thing this movie really has going for it is its destruction of Los Angeles and San Francisco with the CGI. I swear to you, the CGI in this film looks so impressive. It doesn't look fake at all. It looks like it's all actually being destroyed. And these are like big buildings, and like you can even see like during the earthquake sequences like the land actually move, and you're just like, whoa. Just whoa. But enough with the destruction. And for another cool scene that's like that, let me find and me geeking out over it. Final rating for this one, it's definitely a 5 out of 5. I can't recommend it more. Some people have criticized about the film's bland characters and the plot. It's not really that bland, and sure, the plot isn't original, but you know what? It's just a fun popcorn movie, guys, as you can just tell from our very obvious uh, critique of it. What say you, Dad?
4 3/4 out of 5.
Okay, so that gives us a total rating of 4 7/8 out of 5. Honestly, yeah, this film just deserves every bit of the star rating we just gave it, guys. Like, I can't stop talking about it.
Yeah,
I
it's
can't stop freaking smiling from just how giddy I am about the destruction and talking about some of the more insane stuff that happens. Like I said, the little speedboat thing.
It's got some tremendous parts to it, and overall, the action sequences are very well done. The disaster sequences, especially, are very well done.
Like I said,
It is a little thin on the plot. I will admit that,
Yeah.
and that's why I dropped it down just a tad bit. But you don't really watch a movie for this type of movie for its plot.
You watch it for the disaster, guys.
You watch it just to laugh at the sheer ridiculousness and the utter unbelievability of it all. But it is probably pretty believable if, you know, we kind of see that the big one, people have been predicting the big one for a long time. But enough of that. So, yeah, wrap it up. Give us a disaster movie and all that in our
Alright,
outro
yep.
that we use.
So, if you think that San Andreas is the worst disaster movie of all time, clearly you've never seen some of the made-for-TV ones that I've seen. Oh god, I can't. Ice Twister, everyone. Ice NATO, okay? To give you
Ice
one.
catastrophe.
Ice Tastrophe. Like I said, I've seen some pretty bad ones. Clearly,
Yeah,
you've never seen any of those.
those are far worse CGI, far less plot too. By the way,
Yeah, you think the plot was thin in San Andreas? Just watch those films, and you're like, what happened? Why did this happen? What's going on?
but anyways, guys, that's all the time we have for this one, and we'll see you guys next time where it's going to be.
How about Dante's Peak?
Dante's Peak is the next one coming out. So until then, there's only one thing left to say, and that is peace and love from Denny and Son. Bye.